At the start of every season, I get the same questions. What build are you using day one, Kami? Yo, Kami, I'm just now coming back. What build are you using to do this? Or what build are you using for retaliations? Or what build is it that's your go to right now in the game for year 7, season 2? And well, that's what today's video is going to be. This is what I call my day one build. This is the build that I was using in the PTS, and this is the build that I was using day one of this patch. I even use this build today, and I highly recommend that you use this build today. This is one of those builds that you can use solo for anything PVE related, including the Dark Zone if you wanted to. It really doesn't matter. As long as you get your stacks up, you are unstoppable. But hey, don't let me spoil it. Here, watch this. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video, and shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's build video, I'm going to bring to you a solo PvE build that I call the Day 1 build. And if that sounds cool, well, sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And finally, shout out where you're from. It's cool to see where everyone is from. Now, all my build videos are set up the same way. I'll show you the build breakdown first, and then we'll jump into the gameplay. So first up, the build breakdown. So here it is. This is my solo PvE build that I'm using to solo run retaliations, control points. I'm doing this for the journey, for the modifiers, and again for the retaliations. This is a amazing build for solo players, and I keep saying once you get your stacks up, because there's actually 3 different things that you're stacking. And once those get stacked up, you're done. Like you're pretty much just sitting back and everything will just melt in front of you. But let me explain how it's set up. So starting with the specialization, I'm using the gunner specialization. Now, like I keep saying, retaliations and solo this, solo that, I want my ammo to come back, and that's exactly what the gunner specialization does. So with this specialization, I get ammo regenerated every 60 seconds. I get bonus armor every time I pop an armor kit. I get armor on kill, and I get RPM on kill. But wait, there's more! Because with the gunner specialization, you also get a faster reload every 3rd reload. And that is exactly what I want for my primary weapon. Speaking of which, here is the star of the show, the Pestilence. This is easily one of the best weapons in the game, so you're going to see this weapon quite a bit from a lot of people, because it got 2 buffs during the last year's rebalancing patches. It got a buff to the RPM, and it got a buff to the base damage. So this weapon is top tier when it comes to weapons to use right now in the Division 2. Not only because of the high base damage and the high RPM, but also because of the talent Plague of the Outcast. So hitting an enemy will build up stacks of it's a 100% weapon damage overtime debuff. So a lot of people, they get confused with that, and then they think it's status effects. So I try to, emphasize on that quite a bit, that it's weapon damage buff. So crit is not really going to help. Headshots are not really going to help. Status effects are not going to help. Just weapon damage. Building up weapon damage. So the best way to build up weapon damage would be Striker. Not only that, but the Memento backpack. So quite a number of people might say, yeah, but Kami, wouldn't you want to just use the Striker's backpack, because the Striker's backpack gives you, that 25% increase? No, you don't. You want to use the Memento. The reason for that is not only are you getting 30% weapon damage from the long-term stacks, but you're also able to get short-term stacks on top of that. Not only weapon damage, but the Memento also gives you bonus armor, which is really strong when you're running all of this solo. And it also gives you skill efficiency. But wait, there's more. because with the long-term buffs, you also get more skill efficiency and armor regeneration. All of those things you're going to need when you're trying to, solo run control points or solo run retaliations, what have you. And like you'll see in the gameplay, it's easy. It is really easy running the retaliations and the control points on heroic with 4 directives, running this exact build. It is very easy. You just have to get in the right spot. You start taking your enemies down, you get your stacks up, and that's really it. It's smooth sailing. Now, talking about, more survivability and damage, we do have Striker. More importantly, we have the Striker chest piece giving us 200 stacks. And this is where my secondary weapon comes into play here. Because a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, but are you actually going to get your 200 stacks? And the answer is yes, you are. And you'll see that in the gameplay. That when you're going up against these enemies, whether it be during the retaliation or control points or open world or kill squads or what have you, they're typically elite enemies and they're pretty tanky, which helps you get your stacks because it actually requires you to face tank them. And the longer you face tank them, the higher your stacks go, the higher your damage, the higher the ticks. It's just a win-win for you no matter what. But if you do not want to just face tank them to get your stacks, what you would do is you would use the rock and roll shotgun. So the rock and roll shotgun or any sort of ACS 12, whether it be the normal ACS 12, the lefty, what have you, but I choose the rock and roll shotgun. The reason for that is the talent. It's called Perfectly Extra. So this increases your magazine size and it gives you more of an opportunity to max your stacks out without reloading. That's the big thing here. Because even with this shotgun, it has nearly a 3-second reload speed, which is atrocious. So what you want to do is you hit them with all your pellets, you get all your stacks up, and that's it. You're good. Because each pellet for a shotgun is 8. So 8, and then we have a 30-round magazine. So technically, we have 240 pellets. So technically, you could get all your stacks up within one magazine if you're in their face, shooting them with all the pellets. I mean, I understand that's a big what if, but I would rather have that opportunity than have to shoot a normal ACS 12 reload, shoot it again, reload, shoot it again to get the same amount of stacks. So rock and roll shotgun all day. Now, as far as the sidearm, use whatever you want. It doesn't matter. But for this video and for most of my build videos, my placeholder is going to be the backup boomstick, and this one with preservation. Now, talking about the build, I basically already explained it, but hey, let's break it down even further. So starting with the memento. So the memento gives us the most out of this build because of the different stacks. So on top of the talent, it also gives us all of the core attributes. So we're able to hit that 1 million armor mark, even though technically we're running an all red build, technically. Because you can see all of these, they're all reds, they're all rolled reds, everything red. But with the memento and that 1 armor roll on this exotic, it gets us up to that 1 million armor mark, and then we're still able to hit very hard. The other thing is I do have a protection from elites mod on here, just like on all of my items that have mod slots. The retaliations and the heroic with 4 directives, a majority, not all, but a big majority of your enemies are going to be elites. So having that protection from elites does help you out because not only are they going to be trying to shoot you in the back, but you also need to build up your stacks, right? So as you're face tanking them, taking a little bit less damage from them isn't a bad thing. You know what I mean? Now, as far as the talent, it gives you 2 different buffs. So it gives you a short-term buff and a long-term buff. And yes, they can stack together. So the long-term buff, it's just you picking up stacks, you picking up trophies, what have you, and then it stops at 30. And then after you hit max stacks, as long as you get 1 stack every 5 minutes, you can keep your max stacks the whole time. So even during my retaliation and all the gameplay I'm going to show you, once I got my stacks up, they never went away. I had them for the remainder of the gameplay, and that's what makes life so easy. Because at 30 stacks with this backpack, you get 30% weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, and 3% armor regeneration. And then, whenever you pick up additional stacks with this build, you would get another 30% weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency per trophy. Pretty crazy. Super strong. In my opinion, that's the strongest exotic for any gear item in the game. It gives you so much, and it's very useful. However, it's mainly for solo play because if you're in a team, it's going to be hard to get all the trophies because you have to do all the killing. I mean, unless you're like, a Banff or something like that, and you just kill everything in sight, then you can use the memento in a group and not have to worry about it. But I typically use it solo. Moving on to the gear set, yes, we are using Striker, and no, it's not all blue, it's all red. So we are using Striker with crit, I know, but that's just because I didn't want to roll weapon handling onto everything. There's really no need to. This build is already good enough to where even if you lowered the reload speed, it doesn't matter. Because with the gunner specialization, you're getting the faster reload, and it really has no disadvantage right now. You'll see in the gameplay, like I keep referring to, it's easy. It is. It's just easy. This is it's like a PVE cheat code, if you will. Because once you get your stacks up, you're not going to die. And then once you get your stacks up to the pestilence, they all get suppressed. And then they all melt away anyways because of the damage you're dealing with Striker and the Turmoil. I mean, it's just ridiculously strong. This is a must-have in your loadouts. I have this on all platforms for my accounts. Now, going back to the Striker, right? So we are using the chest piece giving us 200 stacks. And that will be very useful whenever you're going up against the bosses and the kill squads. Because once you stack them up against the kill squads, the throwers, the snipers, and the rushers will melt while you're face tanking the heavies. It's really fun. Another thing with Striker. It increases our rate of fire and it gives us weapon handling from the gear set bonuses on top of the Striker's Gamble talent. So Striker's Gamble weapon hits will increase your weapon damage, stacking up to 200 times. Now just note, it's only at 0.65 per stack. So I'm not getting 200% weapon damage out of this. I'm only getting 130. All right, so calm down, calm down. I'm only getting 130, but then I'm also getting 30 from the short-term buffs of the memento, and I'm getting another 30 from the long-term buffs of the memento. Just so you know. As far as these Striker items go, weapon damage, crit, protection from elites on everything. Weapon damage, crit, protection from elites, weapon damage, crit, and holster, weapon damage, crit. So everything, weapon damage, crit. You could go weapon handling if you want. It does not matter. I just went crit because I'm also using the Turmoil. And I didn't want to waste it, so it is what it is. Speaking of which, here's the Turmoil. So the Turmoil knee pads are the named Cheska knee pads with the talent Bewildered. So Bewildered actually cuts your weapon damage in half, and it spreads it to 2 enemies at the same time. So if you're shooting a room full of enemies and you shoot a few enemies, bop, 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 and you just take turns shooting all the different enemies, they're all going to take damage because it just keeps spreading to different enemies. If you're just going to shoot one enemy, it's only going to spread to one enemy at a time. Once that enemy dies, it'll spread to another enemy, to another enemy, to another enemy. It works just like that. You're not able to tag a whole bunch of different enemies like Negotiator's Dilemma or anything like that. For this one, it's just a 1-for-1. So if you're shooting one enemy, it will go to another one. But if you pepper them, then it will pepper the talent as well. You see what I did there? All right. Now, as far as the Cheska brand set bonus, we get crit chance. We also get double crit with these knee pads and weapon damage for the core. But again, it comes with the talent Bewildered, and it spreads out your weapon damage to 2 different enemies as long as they're within 30 meters of each other. Not only that, but if there are no other enemies around, it will then just go back to 100% damage. Pretty cool. I love the Turmoil knee pads, especially with this build setup, because I'm doing so much weapon damage that even with it cut in half and going to 2 different enemies, I'm able to clear the content twice as fast. And that's why it looks so easy, because I'm taking out 2 enemies at once at all times. It's a lot of fun. And once you start focusing on the tankier ones, you're able to knock out all the smaller ones without even shooting a bullet at them. And it's just because of those knee pads. Not only that, but the striker increases the weapon damage, the memento increases the weapon damage, and all of that works with the turmoil, and it works with the pestilence. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Now, as far as the skills, I am using a jammer with a revive hive. I was running everything solo heroic with directives on, and that seems to be the combination that I like the most. Now, moving on to the stats, and then we'll jump into the gameplay. We're over 125k weapon damage on the Pestilence, 36 crit chance, 81 crit damage, 85 headshot with armor damage and damage to targets at a cover. We're at 130% all weapons damage bonus and 30% LMG damage bonus. So every time we're using the Pestilence, we're at 160% damage bonus total before all the stacks. Speaking of stacks, we do have kill confirmed on the backpack. We have Striker's Gamble with press the advantage on the chest piece, and we have Bewildered on the knee pads. For the defensive tab, we're actually over 1 million armor with over 100k armor on kill and max health of 363k. We also have 37% protection from elites and 10% explosive and hazard protection, but that's due to my watch level. So here is my disclaimer for all my build videos. I am sitting at watch level 15,195. That means all these boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. Now, if you are at or above shade level 1000, you can copy and paste my build and get the exact same numbers and results. However, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these boxes are not going to be maxed out. So when you go to copy and paste my build, some of your numbers might be a little bit lower. It's okay. Don't freak out. Just remember that you are still leveling up your character, and your character is going to get stronger as you reach shade level 1000. And then you get to start worrying about the expertise. Speaking of expertise, my weapons are maxed out and my backpack's maxed out, just so you know. All right? So you can make it a little bit tankier if you spec into expertise. You cannot spec into expertise for the turmoil for some reason, but you could make this build a little bit tankier if you wanted to, probably pushing it more towards the 1.1 to 1.2 million armor mark with the exact same setup that I'm showing you right now. Expertise does help, but it costs so much for the exotic components. It's pretty crazy. But all right, that is it for the build breakdown. If you found this helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And finally, shout out where you're from. It's cool to see where everyone is from. But that's it for me. I'm Kamikazevondoom. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one, all right? Peace out, and roll that footage. Time for some PVE gameplay. Now this one's going to be pretty cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the daily project to get a retaliation, and then I'm going to do a solo retaliation. This is all on heroic 4 directives. Bada bing, bada boom. So it says for the project, daily project, True Sun's Agitation. And it says here that I just have to do a True Sun's, let's see here. It says liberate a True Sun's control point. Okay. So a True Sun's control point. Is this True Sun's? That one's True Sun's. Okay. Let's scope out the options. This one's, these are all True Sun's. Metro, actually, might be the easiest. Let me see. Flooded levee. Washington, not bad. All right, so those are all of my options. Okay. Actually, this one's not bad. The fuel depot. Fuel depot. Man, Metro's pretty easy. Yeah, I'm going to do Metro. All right, let's go. The reason why I'm contemplating is I want to do the faster of the control points, but I don't want to take too long, you know, trying to figure it out. So, let's go. Run! Oh, here's the snitch over here. Grab me another bounty.
Got new contracts, agent.
Ooh, hyena. I'll keep that for later.
Hostile control point nearby.
But this is going to be my day 1 build. This is the same build that I was using in the PTS. This is the same build that I'm using now, day 1, and even further into the season. Yeah, they're all fighting each other. Okay, let's go. Now, I do have Striker, Turmoil, and Memento. The Memento. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to keep my survivability up while keeping my ammo up with the Gunner Specialization. Let's see if I can do this really quick. There we go. Dude just came around the corner blasting.
You want to see what I can do?
Oh, no, 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 no. Thank you. Oof. Did not think I was ready for that one.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh, I knew they would spawn. Got it. Okay. Go on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's about to time out.
There.
Oh, yeah. Get my stacks. Boom, boom, boom. And call it in.
Reinforcements en route.
Alright, which side?
Hostile
That side?
convoy detected.
Yep,
Detecting
that
additional
side. I
hostile
see him, I see him.
contacts.
Time to set up a turret.
Oh man, that convoy is right there too. This sucks. But I mean, you can see how easy. I mean, this build makes it very easy. You can do this PVE
Additional hostile
for
contacts.
really any content. You can obviously do legendary if you take, you know, your time. I'm more of like a run and gun speed run type of deal. But you can definitely use this for anything. It's such a great build. The Pestilence is really, really strong. And you might think, oh, the Pestilence is shooting a little bit quicker right now. It is. Because of the global modifier.
I used to love walking.
Oh, they got me with the bleed. around. It's not good. Not good at all. There we go. Alright, I think the convoy's done. Oh no! Ammo. Stand by. Oh, good thing for the gunner, but I am next to the ammo box, so. Super tanky. There we go. GG's. GG's. Now that should give us a retaliation immediately. There we go. Get all my stacks.
Supply room access unlocked.
Ooh, piece of candy. Get that. Resource convoy done. And you can see I'm doing all this heroic 4 directive solo. And it's quite the breeze. Once you get these stacks up, it's super easy. So many pop-ups. I'm still getting the pop-ups before it even tells me the retaliation. There it is. Retaliation. All right. So let's go ahead and start that bad boy up. I'm only at 3 medis. I think I need to go to a safe house to get 4. Oh, we're going to start the retaliation. Then it gives us all of it anyways. All right. Here we go. Give him some materials. All right.
Thanks.
And retaliation. It's going to be Constitution Hall. Here we go. Oh, don't abandon. There we go.
This is the place. Secure those control points, Agent. Quickly.
Retaliation started. Let's do this one down here first. Defeat a kill squad within 30 seconds. Holy moly. What kind of maneuver challenge is that? Holy moly. 30 seconds. I mean, if it's going to be like that, then yeah, but highly doubtful, you know. We'll see. All right, so this is the nest. What I like to do with this one is I like to run up the stairs, go inside, and then just take them all out. Because if you're out here, you get shot from way too many different locations. So the trick is go over here. Booyah. All right.
Give you cover.
Huh. They already put a turret out over there? That's crazy. Stand by. Yeah. Get up here. Yeah. Oh, behind me, behind me, behind me. Oh, no. He got right next to me, too, as I was popping that med kit. Let's see. I got you.
Easy down.
I got you. All right. Now we're good. Jeez, dude. Oh, I was trying to pop the flare when it's a initiate retaliate or retake. Keep getting those confused. All right, here we go. Initiate retake.
Reinforcements incoming.
Where'd he at, Doe? Where'd he at, Doe?
Incoming hostiles detected.
Over there.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oop, and over there. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on.
Tango's healing up.
Yep. Where is that from? Oh, it's a turret.
You're gonna die today.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh, they're all throwers. Nice. Nice. That was one of the easier ones. Grenade throwers.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Let's just go over there. This, like, sitting here and waiting for them to do stuff is just bad. Yo, oh, dude. And he's right out of my freaking, there we go.
That's one of ours gone.
Okay. There you are.
Been down under enemy fire.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Alright, 8 minutes. Let's start going. Have all of these stacks. I'll finally be near max stacks. And then we can finally get the real numbers going. Alright, headshots in a row. Headshot kills in a row. I'm not really hitting the maneuvers either. Hopefully we get a kill squad. Which I'm pretty much guaranteed to hit on the way over here. Yeah, but I need
Watch out.
headshot
There's a kill
kills.
squad
Yep,
in the
there we
area.
go. Kill squad. Yo, do they have to jump over? Oh, they can't. Oh, they can't. Let's go. I think I've somehow got them funneled into the same area. Yep. He's going to go down. There we go. Yep. There we go. Yep. Thank you. That was the whole kill squad.
Eliminated.
Look at that. And I just got the St. Elmo's engine blueprint. Let's go, dude. Let's go. That's legit. Too legit. Too legit to quit. That put us back up to 10 minutes. Oh, we're doing Ivy Tunnel. It's not my favorite. Just being honest.
I can't get you.
Come on. We gotta go. Gotta go, dog. Gotta go. Alright, so for this one, it's a little bit harder, actually. So I like to go all the way up top. Yeah, this one's going to be difficult. Alright, here we go. Get him off of that. Yep. Got him. Alright. That's fine. See, I was still treating this like a control point. It's much easier. It's just a initiate retake. Come on. Then you have to hold it. There you go.
Reinforcements en route.
Forgot you had to hold it.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Alright, where are they coming from?
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh. They're all underneath me. Which is fine, I guess. Yeah, we'll be alright.
Let's not die alone out here.
Yo, pick your head up.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh, from the side. Got him.
I'm pinned over here.
Oh, come on.
Putting grenades on target.
Where? Where am I getting shot from? Oh. Woo. Woo. GG's. Another way.
This tactical rig.
Oh, snap. That ammo. Yo, even with gunner, dude. Like, I just got some ammo back right now, but still. Flying through that ammo. Be right. Here we are. Alright. One more and we're done. Very good. Let's go. Not too shabby. And remember, this is all heroic with 4 directives. Solo. So we started the we did the project, right? So we started at the daily project. We unlocked the retaliation, and then we can do the retaliation solo. And you can do this every day. And you can rely on it solo every day. It's really not a big deal at all.
Shut up and shoot.
Not only that, but you don't have to worry about farming. You can just keep this build on until you get whatever it is. You can rely on this build for pretty much everything. If you want to do all of your control points to do your global modifier, you could use this build. If you just want to do all of these retaliations, you can use this build. But I highly, highly recommend putting it together. Because the stronger the enemies, the stronger you get. Because you get the 200 stacks. So you're able to really do some work. And the tankier they get, the better it is for you. Because you can see, I mean, I'm taking out the enemies before I can even get to max stacks most of the time. Hold on, what did I just do? Oh, this is the control point. Okay. Yeah, I need to go up here. So for this control point, I go up here through the back. And then I chill right here.
Guess you weren't in cover.
And when you're doing things solo, like, your positioning is a lot of it, too.
Gotta switch.
And what's going to happen is they're going to spawn right below me. Alright, it's captured, but I need ammo really quick. So before I even call it in, I need to get some ammo. Where's that ammo box? I think it's inside. Yeah. And we still have 9 minutes. I mean, we're flying through it, to be honest. And the oh, my bad. It's right here. I was about to go in there and try to loot the boxes. Muscle memory. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And then make sure you hold it down. There you go.
Reinforcements incoming.
And then they're going to spawn left, or right and left.
Incoming hostiles
So it
detected.
should be... Oh,
Heavily
no.
armored hostile detected.
Oh, yeah, right there. So right. Ooh, his turret hurts, bro. I hate the turrets. The turrets are like your biggest problem because they do like this insane amounts of damage for no reason at all. Oh, these are all heavy gunners. That's really good for me. That way I can get my stacks up.
Medical assistance needed.
There we go. More heavy gunners. Yeah, it's amazing. Nope, just from the right again. All right. Oh, that makes life easy. You see how they're all foamed? It's because of that modifier. Look at that, dude. Yeah, that was good. That was good. GG's. Oh, it's not going to let me loot all of these things. I have 20 seconds. Oh, no. They need to change this concluding retaliation timer. I have 20 seconds to get all this loot. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. I'm not going to get it all. I'm trying. Go, 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 go. No! I got it. Okay. Whew. Whew. I got it. All right. Territory defended. It said it only took me 7 minutes, but let's be real. That took like 20, something like that, 15. That wasn't bad, though. I did not get a blueprint for the completion. Whatever. It's all good. But that was a lot of fun. That was a heroic retaliation. True Sons Constitution Hall with 4 directives. And then remember, this is my day 1 build. I've been using this since day 1 of the patch. And I highly recommend you do the same. It's just a striker build, Pestilence with Memento. And it's really all reds, but with the Memento, you get that 1 million armor. Protection from elites, and you're good to go. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. I am Kamikazevondoom. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you in the next one, all right? Hey, peace out. Yo, what up, man? Oh, you need some? Here you go.
Resources.